Welcome to Marketing Hacks. Get ready for smart strategic marketing insights delivered in small, actionable bites. Hosted by Amanda MacDonald, a seasoned marketing strategist and founder of Gallop Communications, Marketing Hacks is all about cutting through the noise and giving you practical, no-fluff advice to grow your business. And here's the twist. Amanda's not coming to you from a desk. She's in the saddle riding her mare, Grace. Because just like riding, marketing is all about balance, timing, and knowing when to adjust your approach. In today's hack, Amanda covers the basics of creating a marketing plan for an equestrian business. Let's hit the trail.
Hello, this is Amanda MacDonald, and this is your marketing hack for today. Grace and I just finished a very wintry, spooky ride. She likes to kick up dirt into the metal doors as we pass and then spook at that, which was super fun. It's also very quiet today, so every little sound is amplified. The topic that I want to cover with you today is thinking about a marketing plan. And this is an A to Z type of plan, whether you're a big company or a small company or a single person. These are some of the things that you should be considering along the way when you're building out your company and building your business. This is not a tactical look at things, but a level or two higher than that, which is identifying who your target audience is. Who do you want to work with? What type of person do I want to be working for or selling to? All the way down to what is the value that you offer and how do you talk about that? So the first part of that is identifying your target audience, right? For me, it's people that are equestrians, people that are in manufacturing, they have a product to sell, or maybe they sell that product through to a distributor or through a supply chain where it gets built into something else. So lots of different ways to look at this and a lot of very different types of people that I need to keep track of and where they like to get their information. What do they care about? For the sake of this argument, we're going to talk about it just in terms of equestrian businesses as a whole. So we're going to make this a little bit general. When you're starting at a brand level, your brand, you need to think about what is your value proposition? What the heck does that even mean? That means what are the things that you offer that make you stand out? What do you do differently? Who is it that you work with that is your niche? If you're a trainer, and I'm going to get really specific, maybe you work with amateur owners over 40 who own their own horse and plan to compete. That would be one audience persona. And you can dig into that further and look at the types of personalities that usually pulls in and describe who they are in turn. And once you have that, you have a much better idea where you need to go to reach these particular people. Because you know what questions to ask when you're talking to a media company and you say, hi, I'm trying to reach this very specific group of people. Is this something that you cater to? And then they pull their data and they give it to you and you can look at that and say, meh, maybe not so much, small percentage, or, oh yeah, this is it right here. Let's talk some more. You also need to know what your budget is going to look like for the year. Do you have a target goal for what you want to make? What does that look like? A lot of companies don't know because they don't take the time to sit down and identify that. So it's really difficult to go back and justify a spend on marketing if you don't even really know how much money you're trying to make. So start there first. Once you have that identified, you can move on to creating a monthly plan that covers all of the different things, tactical things, that are going to funnel into supporting your goal. So if you need 20 new students for the year, you do the math with how much you charge in addition to what you're already doing to make it viable. Where are those places that they're going to go for information? Where do you need to be visible? Maybe that is a regional event. Maybe that is a county-wide event for horse people. Our local excellent equine clinic just did a full morning of speakers about very specific things on horse health. It's a great place to go network. It's a great place to wear your lovely fancy barn coat with your name on it so people know who you are and can put a face with a name. A lot of you do that already. That's sort of common sense. If you're a bigger company, you go to trade shows and you take your sales team, if you have one, and you put your best foot forward and you set up meetings and you talk to a lot of people. And then you follow up with those people. That's more sales, but it is definitely marketing and branding and visibility. And it all plays into that same soup pot of meeting your goals. So once you have a few events identified and you've looked at the pricing and to travel there and get some things printed, maybe you need a roll-up sign or tablecloths. Maybe you need something more involved. If you're in hunter jumpers or Arabians and you really go all out for your barn when you show curtains, your living area, right? All those nice things, photos, a lot of work, but also very fun. So having a presence in the public area, public eye of where you want to be seen doing business. And then there's the back end of that, the digital end of that, which is SEO, which I'm going to get into in a different hack post. There's just too much to talk about in that area. So SEO, your web presence, making sure that you have an actual website because social media is not owned by you. Those pages you have zero control over. They're free. Meta and anybody else that you post on can take that down. And they do. And sometimes they put them back up and sometimes they don't. It stays locked. So treat your business, even if it's only a few pages, website, and make it a decent one. If you're a bigger business and maybe you sell a particular product, say you're coming out with some kind of lotion and potion for horses. There's lots of those in the market right now, but you need things like labeling, trademarking, ingredients lists, all of those important things that people need to identify and remember you. Little samples, everybody's favorite. Do you want to sponsor a class at a horse show? Do you have a banner? All of those things you need to take into account. And again, these are very technical, and some of them are maybe considered more, used to be a term called guerrilla marketing. It was really popular a few years ago. I still like that. It's very grassroots effort for marketing. So I'm out of breath because I've been walking this lovely bear for the past few minutes, and we're both a little tired. All right, we will dig into some of these layers at another time in more detail. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon.